Hi, this is Callistus Jean-Louis, counseling psychologist, emotional intelligence coach. I want to welcome you to this program. I want to also take the time to thank all the people who have been giving me feedback, those who are encouraging me to do certain things to improve the quality of the video. Those who are, I mean, there are people who are just there giving me support because they are appreciative of the content that is being disseminated. I want to thank all of you. Now, today is Friday, Good Friday, the 29th day of March 2024. Now, today we said that we are going to deal with the whole concept of faith. What is faith? According to scripture, faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Why did scripture find it so important to have people focusing on faith? In life, we will always find ourselves in crisis situations. Now, crisis is an important part of human development and growth. There will have no form of innovation if people were not exposed to crisis. Crisis brings out the best in us. Crisis brings out our potential. Crisis allows us to network and connect with other people so that divided we fall, together we stand. Crisis brings out talents in us that we never thought that we had. Crisis brings out our potential, and many times at the end of a crisis situation, we find out a new way of doing things. So, crisis ought to be seen as an opportunity to challenge the status quo, to challenge yourselves, and also to challenge the creator of all. That's how powerful crisis is. Now, many times when we go through crisis, okay, now there are two different types of crisis in terms of when people are facing problems. We have structured crisis. In other words, a structured crisis is a crisis that people have gone through before. So they know what to do, because there is a record in terms of memory, in terms of experience. So people are aware of how other people, or even themselves, how they have gone through the crisis and what they have done to solve the crisis. So this is known as structured crisis. There's the other one, which is unstructured. An unstructured crisis is a crisis that is unfamiliar. There is no or little record of this phenomena occurring. So people does not know what to do and how to go about dealing with it, because of it is a new phenomenon. There are no records of people going through those crises, and the individual themselves have no experience in terms of dealing with that particular crisis. And that is where people go through problems. People become uncomfortable because they are treading down unfamiliar territory. So they tread with caution. Many times we go through relationships. We go through our marriage. We go through work problems. And we go through troublesome times. Times where people are going through traumatic experience. And when I say traumatic experience, I'm saying that they feel uncomfortable in those relationships because they just do not know what to do. Many times you are given a task that you are unfamiliar with, and you do not know how to deal with that task, or how to solve it, or how to bring about the desired outcomes. And because of that, people go through various levels of stress because they just do not know. They are unfamiliar in terms of how to deal with that problem. And that is where faith comes in. Because it's a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And what it is saying there is you must always be focused. You must always have confidence within yourself to say that you are able to do this. Your mindset is so important. Your mindset is critical in terms of you mastering your circumstances. I just need you to understand that. You need to believe that you have the capacity to do whatever you put your mind to. That is important. Because Jesus said, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can speak to any crisis situation. You can speak to any mountain. You can face any tragedy. Okay? If you have the mindset that you are going to master it. Because he said, if you do not doubt, do not doubt your capacity. Do not doubt your potential. Be focused. And he said, what you have to do, you need to speak to that mountain. You need to speak to whatever challenge that you are facing. It means now, whatever task, whatever event that are unfolding before you, you need to stand your ground and confront it. Now, here's what. Stay tuned for part 2 on faith. Excite yourself. Tell yourself that whatever I am going through, that I am going to stand my ground. Until tomorrow, where we will continue our discourse so that you will gain the strength, you will gain the mindset, and you will look at yourself in a different way in saying, I can do all things through Christ who gives me the strength. So if you like this video and you appreciate it, you can like this video. You need to share it for people whom you know that really need this video, and you could subscribe to it. Thank you and have a wonderful Easter.